Namaste. My name's Doug Hart, Sensei at Barefoot Dojo. And these, this is the final of the videos. It's wonderful. It's been a wonderful morning. This is my dojo. This is a series of videos on Yumikido. Yumikido is comprised of 3 parts: Reiki, Namaste, Reiki, and NLP. Yumikido is a spiritual practice for personal development. And Yumikido is based on the principle of Yumiki, which is recognizing and acknowledging the energy of you and me. The final video, well, I got one more after this, but NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. There's 3 parts of it. There is state control, there is meaning and labels, and then the final one, positive reframe. All of them are so powerful, but the positive reframe, this is the one that so many times through my life, even in way long ago when I didn't even know Yumikido or Yumiki was, and I was just trying to create something, I was using positive reframe. There's a thing of power positive thinking, I was doing all of that. Yet reframing, which is part of NLP, it's so powerful, it has to be part of Yumikido. And so, what is reframing? Let's just go, what is reframing? Within NLP, reframing is understand that any second, you can reframe what you're focusing on and thinking and switch it 180 degrees to something else. You can be in a total state of panic, and in a moment, you could switch within an instant and reframe everything and be positive. Back in 93, we were in a terrible car accident. My wife, at that time, she was the one that got the worst of it. And they took her to the hospital, and we got in late at night, and they thought she broke her back. And so they stabilized her, and they says, okay, we're not going to be able to really do the x-rays till morning. Let's just wait. I went and I stayed in the Ronald McDonald House, which was right off campus. And that whole night, I'm just freaking out, going, what? I just didn't know. If my wife have a broken back, how are we going to move forward? What's going to go do it? And this was at a Grateful Dead show, and I had this little red teddy bear. And I just hugged that little red teddy bear all night, and I just said to myself, what positive is going to come out of this? And I just thought of every single positive thing, and I kept doing it. I go, my wife's going to come through no matter what. This is going to make us stronger. This is going to put us on a path I don't know where it is. I didn't know where I was going to sleep that night, and the people said, hey, we got the Ronald McDonald House down there. You can go stay in it, for free. Go right on ahead. And also, I didn't have any money. It was just a crazy situation. But, I'm going, hey, this happened, and then right before we went into the hotel, we couldn't get flights back out of Las Vegas to home because everything was booked up. But then just something miraculous happened, and we got a flight from a friend. And I went that night. And I went, oh, this happened. And I just kept all night, just positive. And then I woke up the next morning, and my wife was okay. Now, I don't know if it was the magic of me doing that. All I know is it got me through. And there's been so many times in my life where I have been in just a terrible time. And it was just like 5 months ago. I was just in a horrible time. It was when I was being kicked off my ranch. Go back on my 1,000-day videos, you could see that. And I was just in chaos. It took me to another time I wanted to commit suicide. But it was a beautiful time. I'll talk about that later. But what I did is I just kept reframing. Even at the ranch, I kept reframing. Showing, no, this is happening. Look at this. And I was just reframing. And I kept doing it. And here I am. I'm standing right here, finishing up my introductory course to Yumikido, something I've dreamed of for so long, right in front of the Pacific Crest Trail. And what is here, and I'll put it in my closing, is just so wow. And I believe it's because I reframed everything. I reframed how I looked at life. And instead of going depression, which is what most people do, they look at things negatively. I kept looking at how can I make things positive? How can I do that? And I'm looking at where I am, and really, it's a different location where I'm living. And I could look at the same negative, but I just reframed everything. And because I've reframed everything, I'm right now, and I'll put it into the final video, I'm about ready to do one of the greatest adventures of my life. And it happened while I was making these videos, and it happened because I reframed. So that's it. I hope you've gotten as much out of these I'll talk to you in the final video. I was going to say, I hope you got as much as I have out of these videos. Because these, whoa, what a morning. Ah, namaste.